Welcome to Deep Breath Pilates. My name is Chris. I am excited to lead you through some roller exercises that are going to help open up the chest, open up the shoulders, get some of the shoulder stabilizing muscles going, and then also a little bit of balance challenge and some core work. So we're going to get to all of that. What you'll need is, I would recommend, unless you're really strong in the upper body and you like to work with a heavier band, I would recommend a light to medium band, and you're going to need your roller. And what we're going to do is we're going to be laying lengthwise on the roller. So we're going to start by wrapping the wrapping the TheraBand around your shoulders. And then this is always the fun part, is getting onto the roller. I'm actually up on a table, so I'm not even close to the floor here. You will be getting down onto the roller from here. Come to the very end of it, and you're just going to hold the TheraBand with one hand. Make sure it's behind the shoulders and it's nice and wide. That's what I get. And then you're going to walk yourself down and align that roller with your spine. If you need a little bit of a lift for the head, you can put a towel right here to give you a little lift. And you can just let the TheraBand rest on your chest. We're going to take a circle of the shoulders and let the palms open out to the side, and just feel that stretch across the chest. And take a few breaths. Check in. If the shoulders are wanting to roll forward, then slide the arms down a little bit to where you can have the shoulders nice and open and feel that stretch. If you are flexible and you need the arms to come up a little bit, go ahead and do that. And we're going to just take a few breaths here. The thing that is great about the roller is that it is a great tool for aligning the spine, for holding and giving feedback about the position of the spine, and the shoulders for that matter. And it also adds a little element of challenge. So we're gonna just start by taking the arms straight up. And I'm gonna reach as high as I can up to the ceiling. This pulls the shoulder blades around my rib cage. And then I'm gonna slowly lower them and wrap them around the roller. And reaching up and wrap around the roller. And one more time, reaching up and wrap around the roller. Good. Reaching up with just the right arm. Keep that left shoulder wrapped and pull that left shoulder down. Feeling the shoulder blades slide down toward the roller, and then also down your back as it hugs the roller. And wrapping and reach and wrap. Beautiful. Now we're going to just take the right arm overhead, just feeling that stretch there. I've got all these things here in my way. If you do, just caress them and come back. Reaching over with just the left arm and coming back. And let's do one more time right. And coming back left, and then doing the left. Good. Now we're going to take both arms back. Feel the shoulder blades slide down the back. Reaching long. Notice if the ribs are coming up, and if they are, you're going to drop them and just bring the arms to wherever they can be with the ribs down, and then return the arms. Beautiful. Okay, so let's grab the TheraBand. We're gonna get a little tension into the TheraBand, and you're gonna reach up and Reach as far away, same movement we were just doing, but we've added a little tension, controlling that return, reaching up, feeling the shoulder blades come down and slide down the back, wrap around the roller, and reach, and wrap, and reach, and wrap, and reach, and wrap. Beautiful. You're going to keep those shoulders wrapped and reach up with just the right arm, and wrap, and reach, and wrap, and reach, and wrap, and reach, and wrap. Reaching back with the right arm, keeping those ribs connected so I'm not lifting, I'm really keeping in contact with the roller. And return, we'll go to the left, reach, and return, and reach, and return, and reach, and return, and reach, and return. Nice job, reach, and return. Connecting those bottom ribs to the roller. Reach both arms overhead. Feel yourself long through the back of the neck. And return. And reach, shoulders sliding down the back as the arms go overhead. Ribs connected to the roller. And return. And last time, reach. And return. Beautiful. You're going to grab a little bit more tension on your band. And we're going to play like we're doing bench presses. So elbows are nice and wide, and you still watch that the shoulders aren't rolling open. You're going to really keep those shoulders nice and wrapped. And on your exhale, you're going to push up, bring those hands together, and then with control, bring the elbows back down wide, and push, and return, and push. Feel the back pressing into the TheraBand, and return, and push, and return, and push, and return, and push, and return, and push, and return. Beautiful. One more time. Big push, strong, and return. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna leave the TheraBand for a moment and do a little bit of work on our abdominals. So this is a little challenging, and if it starts to feel too challenging, you can do this without the roller. Just slide off the roller and come onto the table and join us. But if you want the challenge, this is good balance practice. So we have looked at the deep abdominals and that support in some other videos. But just as a reminder, you're wanting that corset muscle nice and tight so that you can be nice and stable through the upper body. We're going to practice that here, and being on the roller makes it a little bit more challenging. As you exhale, you're going to tighten deep abdominals and let that leg float up. And inhale down with control, trying to stay really quiet on the roller. You're going to exhale, tighten, and lift, and lower with control. So you may notice that one side, my left side, is harder to lift. I'm less stable through my right side to lift the left. So you might notice, do one more set. One side might feel a little easier and more balanced, and then the other side is feeling a little less. So what can we do about that? We're going to call in some other muscles, our obliques. So what I want you to do is we're going to take a hand, which hand? You're going to take your left hand behind your head. If you need your feet to go a little wider for balance, feel free. Your right arm is going to reach out and try to reach out toward the outside of the left knee. We're gonna exhale and feel that right rib to hip and return. So for some of us, if we have osteoporosis, this roll up is not indicated. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna just hover and feel this activation, reaching through that arm and coming down. If you can do the roll up, you're gonna exhale and you're gonna reach as far as you can, try to get that hand to the outside of the knee and coming down. So let's keep going with whatever version is best for you and your body. Exhale and connect that rib to the hip and down. Exhale, connect the rib to the hip and down and lift and down and lift and down and lift and down. One more, lift and down. Bringing the right hand behind the base of the skull. And I'm really supporting the head with this arm. I'm not lifting, I'm not straining the neck in any way. This time it's left. Either it's a hover or it's a curl up. You choose which one is good for your body. So exhaling, this time left rib to right hip. This is the one I need. And coming down. Left rib to right hip. And coming down. Exhale. Nice and strong. And coming down. And exhale, lift. And coming down. And exhale, lift. And coming down. And rib to hip, really feel that connection. Coming down, let's do one more. And rib to hip, feel that connection. And coming down. Beautiful. So let's check in with our marches and see if that has helped. If you feel like you're falling to one side, activate that side rib to that opposite hip. Let's give it a try. So exhaling, tightening deep abdominals. Activate both ribs to your hips and lift. Inhale down. And exhale, tighten and activate ribs to hip. And down. Good. Try one more time. Feeling nice and long. And exhale. And coming down. We're going to now take both hands behind the back of the head, base of the skull. So I'm helping to lengthen my neck and support my head at the same time. And this time, this is for everybody. This is just a hover. People usually want to try to roll up. We're staying a little bit below that surface abdominals, our six-pack muscle. We're gonna work in that hover, and you'll notice it's challenging. So as you exhale, you're gonna tighten your deep abdominals, get really long, and just hover the head just a few inches, not even an inch, like half an inch off of the roller and coming down. Exhale, tighten your deep abdominals, ribs to hip, rib to opposite hip, and hover. And coming down. And rib to opposite hip, hover. And coming down. And rib to opposite hips, and hover, and coming down. So you can continue with that. If you want a little challenge, we're going to try this. Find your hover, ribs to opposite hips, deep abdominals on. You might need to bring your legs a little closer for this, but we're going to see if we can march here. And coming down, really tighten. And coming down. I'm modeling challenge here. And lift. And really tighten. Keep that hover. And coming down. And then rolling down. Beautiful. And take a break. Good. Okay, the last challenge that we're going to do, you can do the marching with your hands down, or if you want to add our TheraBand, you're going to get a little tension into your hands, reach those arms up, and wrap the shoulder blades. You've got all that center support with your deep abs and your obliques. And we're going to exhale and lift one leg and lower. And exhale and lift. and lower. Exhale, lift and lower. Sometimes if I'm losing my balance, I press the back of my head in, and that kind of helps to organize my body down. And lift and lower and lift and lower and lift and lower. Beautiful. And lift. This is my hard side. And lower. Beautiful. And then let's finish with just a little stretch. We're going to stretch our pecs again and see what it feels like after we've done all that work. Probably a lot more open. So letting the arms stretch. And just let yourself take a few deep breaths, integrating all of the beautiful work that you did. And when you're ready, you're going to just gently roll off the roller and come up to sitting. Sometimes what I like to do, actually, let's go ahead and do that. You're going to just set the roller and the TheraBand aside and come onto your back and just take a few breaths and feel the memory of the roller in your spine. Feel the memory of all the work that you've done, and just let it all integrate. We'll take 3 nice breaths here. Okay, beautiful work, and thank you for joining us.